everyone, and welcome to Autzen Stadium, home of the Oregon Ducks and the House of Loud, a place where great teams go to die. This matchup today, part of the lifeblood of the sport, a rivalry game where the results will be remembered for a lifetime. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the Washington Huskies, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Washington likely to try to boot it deep to get things started. On the run from inside his own 5. He's able to work his way across the 25 to the 26 before going out of bounds. The Ducks offense is on the field for the first time today. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalty.
Continues to fight for yards. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Still on his feet. Looking to the big tight end. Lost, the defense is wide open. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
I'm a big believer in taking shots early in the game and being aggressive and showing my team I got confidence in them. Let's go make plays. First drive, already taking shots down the field. Nice job, nice pick.
Touchdown Ducks! A great catch and run for 6. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the ball is loose on the return. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they'll steal a possession. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a...
Into double coverage, and he picked it off. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
They'll go to the counter play. Powers ahead, gets 4, he's down at the 10. Washington wants to go quickly. Back to the ground with the running back. Tackle is made after the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with the lone back. That keeps the running game churning. Pickup of 5 to the 23. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Burks. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
Really nice looking pass there. You think about all the great Washington quarterbacks, right? Warren Moon, the Heward brothers, Mark Brunell, Jake Browning. The greatest quarterback name in college football history, Sonny Six Killer. That guy was
nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, the offense averts absolute disaster by falling on that fumble. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Off play action. Getting some heat.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Got it in the middle. It's Burks. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. Washington coming to the line with another first down.
Nice confidence by the QB. Good throw over the middle of the field. Nice little strike down the field for a big play. Listen, you got to throw it where it's open. And he found a slot, found a little hole in the middle of the field. Nice job attacking it.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Burks. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Still some work to do after that last completion. It's second down. He's looking to throw. Trying to get to it. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And this run won't give them any more room to operate, but at least they avoided the safety.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
From his end zone, he'll go up top. Gets it out quickly.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play. So this can certainly open things up later.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. The Ducks will bring the punt team onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Washington right back to the line. Wants to fire on second down. And he got a hand in there. Knocks it away, incomplete. I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years and years down the road. You have got to show up and play your best football in games like this.
Third down, understanding exactly where the sticks are. You got to stop certain routes so they don't get to certain depths. Quarterback completes and gets another first down. Got to be a little bit more mindful of where those sticks are.
And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains. Now from inside the red zone. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
And that offensive line gave that quarterback all day to throw the football. That QB could have checked his social media, balanced his investment portfolio, and booked dinner. That's an example of 5 guys up front acting as one. Tremendous job in pass play.
Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. They love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. Barges ahead. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Huskies. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, Phyllis, here's a final update on a top 15 clash. Virginia Tech delivered maybe its most thorough thumping in years in a game that featured a ton of big plays, not unlike the way Logan Thomas, Tyrod Taylor, and the great Michael Vick used to do it. No cupcakes this week, Phyllis. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for some time.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Looking deep down the right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. Still at their own 20 after that last incompletion. It's 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He finds his man. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. We anticipate this one being much tighter than the last time these two met when it was a blowout, David.
And here's the thing. You got an opportunity right now. You got the football.
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line. And he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Caught in the backfield. It's Terrell.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. The aerial assault continues. Quarterback strolling away from Heath. He chucks one out to the right. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there.
Well, I don't think the defense was expecting run on that last 4th and 2 play. Good job by the offense keeping them off bounds with that play call.
He'll throw it. Quick strike complete. Can anyone catch him? And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. The Ducks have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! What a run for this playmaker to just elude the defense and get in for the score.
And I tell you what, defensively, you can't let this guy get on the edges. You cannot give up contain with your defensive ends. You got to stay outside. You got to make sure you know this guy's going to scramble and try to make plays, and you got to make sure you keep him in the pocket.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of play.
And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for a little more on that return, but he hands this offense a short field at the 35.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
He makes the catch. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Ducks are threatening in the red zone. Motion from the offense. Off play action on first down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. Now on second down. He's looking to throw. Slips a tackle. He's got it. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks! Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be quick and early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolled. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And he dorked it off the right upright. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
On second down, they'll take to the air. Fires downfield. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Man, this quarterback is living dangerously right now. Obviously, he threw a pick on the last drive. He's trying to complete that throw, but the defender gets a hand on it, tips it up in the air. That's oh-no. That is an oh-no situation. They're lucky that one hit the ground.
And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on third down. Fourth down coming up. Washington sends out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Quarterback checking off. Off the play fake on first down. And he makes the grab, but he's out of bounds. Incomplete pass.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Fires to the big fella. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. It's not just a dual threat guy. You go back to Dan Fouts or Bill Musgrave or even Justin Herbert, and passers not in short supply for the Ducks.
And when you think about the Ducks, you always think about the fancy uniforms. I think that's one of the first things that comes to mind, but the guys you just named, it's been built on flash, but it's also been built on substance. Great players in their tradition, in their history. And just like now, just the recent history, Bo Nix, another one of those guys that's put up big numbers.
Offense gets set for second down. He's looking to throw. Got the quick pass. Crosses the 30, he's got away. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
The Ducks will line it up on 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Shoots it to the left. And this senior quarterback a little too bold there, and he's lucky he didn't get picked off throwing into double coverage. The incompletion brings up a second down. He's looking to throw. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the defense got it. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. Offense getting set for 1st down. Looking to move it through the air. He lobs one high down the left side. And that one is picked off in the end zone. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
A 1st down for the offense. He wants to throw. Going for it all. He holds it in, and nobody's close. Off he goes. Touchdown, Oregon. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Cincinnati handled his business today away from home. What a thorough beatdown. And what poise this generally young team showed. I think even other coaches will point to this one as what's possible. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings, and the other heads home licking its wounds.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Throws to the wideout. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Complete with conviction on the crosser. He's running free down the middle. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
On to attempt the try. Right down the boulevard. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Here's the return from inside his 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also the momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be it...
Got a lot of run room. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially in the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
They're bringing heat. Still, but he can't get away again, and down he goes, and the trickeration is not so tricky. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. The first down sack pushes the ball back for this long second down. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. Fires left. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Just a corner. Why would you protect him?
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next
call him
penalty.
It's
Now the
not
quarterback
one.
changing the original play call.
Someone whose status the pass is Mr. Wade. His Majesty doesn't want to reveal his identity. They're so bold. Did you really think no one would hold you accountable?
You'll need to push it downfield. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
And that's what I like most about this defense. When you try to take shots and make big plays, they get to the quarterback. They get him on the ground, the third sack of the day. And this is a unit that ranks in the top 10 in sacks in the country.
It's really something.
Everybody
He doesn't even
stays
kick.
in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. He'll come out throwing on first down. Lost one deep down the right side. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. At the end of the second quarter, that means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys, and I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion, and no surprise, we saw just that in the first half today. Toughest job inside that stadium right now might just be the scoreboard operator after all those first downs and touchdowns. Big plays have defined this one, thanks to two of the best receiving corps in all of college football. Let's see if these defenses can adjust and make the necessary chess moves. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Ducks will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Watkins. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Not hard to figure out why they trail to start this third quarter. 3 first-half turnovers.
So if you're on offense, let's just stay out of our way and find out what happens here in the second half. We're not even giving ourselves a chance because we keep turning the football over. If we can do that, we've got a chance to come back in this game.
I think it's a crazy balance between being really aggressive in the second half and finding ways to make plays, but also not shoot ourselves in the foot, right? Like, they didn't live well on that in the first half. Let's see if they can be a little bit more aggressive while still taking care of the football.
Finds his big tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Wants to throw on third down. Quickly complete. This offense has a little room and a fresh set of downs at the 23.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting to his point.
And he breaks into the open. At the 20. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Huskies.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. After giving up that last touchdown, they still got the lead, but now feeling a little bit of pressure to answer with one of their own, David.
And it gets a little bit tight. Listen, we're getting later in the ball game. This offense punted last time. They got to find a few plays, Palmer, that they really love here. Steal some momentum back in this ball game.
They do, David, and after watching their defense just get gashed down the field that last drive, the dream drive for this offense would be to matriculate the ball down the field, eat up some clock, and finish it off with a touchdown.
How about the linebacker breaking on the football, seeing the quarterback, the ball comes out, he moves right to where the ball's going, nice anticipation, and swats the ball to the ground.
Now he's going to break the pocket. Complete to the right. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
See, they need more runs like that. It's been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off of blocks and rallying to the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down the run game thus far.
Still running at the 40. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. And the Ducks are marching down the field. They'll try the run. Finally stopped at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 6.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. It's complete to the left. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
The Ducks trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Grab near the marker, it's Terrell. Touchdown, Ducks! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. This guy's putting the Oregon offense on his shoulders, carrying them however you want, on the ground or through the air.
I mean, so fun to watch when you got a guy that can do this. And we've seen it with the Ducks in history, man. They've had some great ones that put their team on their shoulders. You need me to run it, I'll run it. You need me to throw it, I can do that too.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. Here comes the two-point try. Wide out in motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Into the end zone for the two-point conversion as they extend the lead. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff team out there getting set. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a This is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Washington wants to go quickly. Grab behind the line. It's Marquez. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. It's complete. At the 45, on his way. Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. Touchdown, Washington. And they take it in for 6 more points.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Syracuse is going to enjoy the trip back to... After a rock-solid performance. And you take care of business on the road, and you stack wins there inside the dome, and suddenly it's quite the resume. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. to the ground with the back. Running with power. Gets a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
On the move to his left. This senior quarterback never afraid to run it when he has to pick up a first down.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back, he's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick him up and put him down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys too, so good luck stopping him.
Wants to throw on first down. Using the quick game. Lots of green grass as he gets it to the 31. You always have to be aware of the running threat from the Oregon quarterbacks, but here getting business done through the air.
No doubt, Reese, because you're worried about his legs, the read game, all the stuff they can do. It opens up the passing attack, and I think when you've seen the Ducks teams throughout history, the ones that have enough balance to keep you off guard, keep you guessing, are the ones that are the best teams.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
Pressure coming. Trying to make magic on the scramble. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
I mean, you can say that's a quarterback, or you can call him right. I mean, goodness gracious, he's dropping back to throw the football, but when he sees a hole, his eyes get big, and he just explodes through it. Everybody's trying to catch him, trying to get to him, just chewing up yards so easily.
And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. Try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Oregon! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. First down here for the offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Working on the right. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Huskies will hustle to the line.
And in this situation late when you need 2 touchdowns to win the game, everything's going to have to be downfield. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way. Let's keep it going, keep our pedal to the metal here.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And the defense just gets their 4th sack of the day. And guess what? This offensive line, they gave up 4 last week, too. So you need some consistency up front. Make sure you protect that QB that can make those big plays for you.
And a little too much adrenaline on that throw never gave his receiver a chance. decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Throws toward the end zone. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His third interception. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
He'll try to do it himself. And maybe they try to spy on the quarterback, but it just hasn't worked. Another first down. He just keeps gashing them with his feet. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. Outside the pocket, lets it go. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. Season awards, keep chucking it, keep getting those stats.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
On second down, he'll let it fly. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. A shot toward the end zone. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. The Ducks line up to punt it away.
Number 12, on to kick it away.
And he'd hope to pin him deep. Instead, it will be a touchback. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over. Move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Good start to this drive, and they'll need much, much more if they're going to give him a finish.
They need a ton more of this, but you got to start the...
Running toward the tape. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. Washington right back to the line.
Hey, listen, explosive plays comes in all different shapes and sizes. That time, they attack the outside to the left on the ground, and that is a momentum-shifting play.
They know they have a huge advantage there. I expect them to go right back to it.
And what do you do now if you're on defense? You got to be expecting that they're going to try and attack that side of the field, maybe in the same way, maybe on this next play right here.
On second down, wants to throw. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback, and now you throw another one, in harm's way. You got to make sure you're throwing to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He lets it fly. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
Yeah, and third and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. And it's his 4th interception of the game. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Right back to the well. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for space to the left. It's caught. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Ducks getting set on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Snags it over the middle.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right? You still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
The running back has it. The Ducks have enough for the first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
They've got it inside the 30 at the 28. First down. Trying to get the edge on the right. Runs through a tackle. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Pope. Touchdown, Ducks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Starting to see some smiles on that sideline as they're close to a Week 10 victory. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. They're lining up to boot it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense. Defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
He's got him this time. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. To the air on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Hey, Dan. What are you doing?
They line up with some serious work to do if they
What are you making?
this one.
There's mozzarella sticks in there.
On 3rd down, going up top. Grabs it in the middle. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
I need to meal portion that fucking steak and that chicken.
Looking to go up top on first down. They're trying to get to it. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback Second down, he goes. They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Running wide open down the gut of the field. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. He spikes it, clock stops as they try to rally late. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? He's looking to throw. Unleashes to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Husky.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers in the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Defense will take a timeout with 28 seconds left. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Got the first down and still on his feet.
And that's the benefit to the run game. Keep pounding, keep pounding. Now you break one all the way down to the 2-yard.
And don't stop it. Get down, get lined up quick, and give it to this dude again and go score a TD.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. It's really easy to get caught up in the emotion of a rivalry game. We did, and certainly this was a huge win.
Yeah, and you started, you circled it, you were ready for this team. This is the rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason. You're talking about this game in particular. You go out and get the dub. It's a relief because you definitely wanted this team.
And it's bragging rights for everybody, for the coaching staff, for the fans, but how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out, you dominated, and you beat your rival. A lot of these guys are going to go on to the NFL. They'll be in locker rooms next year. They'll be talking about this for a long time.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.